Hey, this is JS Homecook on the JS Homecook channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a great way to make use of some of your veggies before they go bad and get wasted. This is something we do all the time here, often a couple times a week. It's salad prep, people. We're going to make a big salad, and to make it, I dug around my fridge and grabbed scraps and old veggies that have started to pass their prime. We're going to save those veggies by putting them in a salad, and we're going to construct our salad in a way that keeps it easy to work with and use ingredients that will allow it to stay fresh for another few days. Might be a little hard to see there, but what we have is some old romaine, some old shredded cabbage, a carrot, a pepper, some red onion, snap peas, celery, some basil, and some marigold. We're going to take all that and build ourselves a nice healthy salad that we can eat out of for a few days. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to grab about half of my chopped romaine and I'm going to put it in the bowl. As I'm going through the container, I'm removing pieces that I think should be discarded, and I'll toss those into the compost later. After I've got the amount of lettuce that seems right, I do the same thing with my shredded cabbage. I take about half of it and I put it in the bowl with the lettuce. Did a little smell test on the cabbage there. Didn't love its color, but it smelled fine. It was still crisp, so I'm keeping it. Now that the cabbage is in, I give it a little toss to mix it up with the romaine leaves. Give it a good little mix and add some of the onion. Once you have some of that onion in, give it another little hand toss. Get those onions spread out with the leaves. Notice how the lettuce, cabbage, and onion have all already been processed. That's because I made one of these salads last week. Usually, if I'm going through the trouble of prepping vegetables for salad, I'll do a bunch of it so that the next time I want to make a big prep salad, I don't have to do as much chopping. Washed and prepped vegetables will last a long time in the fridge. After I chop the onions, I like to give them a little soak in water and then I dry them on some linen. This helps get rid of some of the sulfonates. It'll make the onions a little bit sweeter and cut down considerably on their pungency, making it so they don't permeate the whole salad. It's important to dry them when you do this to keep them from spoiling afterwards. Anyway, we chopped up some peas and basil that we grabbed from the garden, and we sprinkled those around on top. Then we added some thinly sliced celery ribs. The celery probably sounds a little weird to some of you, but it's actually pretty great in a salad. Try it sometime. After the celery, we grabbed some marigold and finally chopped the leaves from those up to put on the salad too. Marigold leaves are incredibly flavorful. They kind of have a slightly sweet, slightly musky aroma and flavor, and some varieties are a little reminiscent of orange. We only learned of its culinary use recently, and since we've started growing our own, we've started adding fresh marigold to lots of different things, but mainly we like to add it to soups and salads. It's really great, and it's the only flower we grow. I highly recommend it if you are able to grow it. After the marigold, we julienned and added some pepper. We peeled, julienned, and added some of the carrot, and then we gave the bowl another toss. Just give it a little toss though, not a big one. Part of the reason I julienne my carrots, onion, and pepper is so that they don't settle to the bottom of the bowl. But that can still happen if you overmix it. So just give it a little toss and leave it at that. This is also why we've only been adding a portion of ingredients, because when I make a big salad like this, I like to arrange it in 2 layers, and that way it tends to stay nicely mixed all the way to the bottom. You'll notice that this salad doesn't have tomato or cucumber in it. That is actually a deliberate choice. The tomato and cucumber, in my opinion, are too wet of ingredients, and I find that adding them to the base salad makes it go soggy and spoil too quickly. So if I really want cucumber or tomato on this kind of salad, I'll just slice some up as needed. So after the first layer has been arranged and slightly tossed, we're going to do everything we just did all over again for the second layer. And by the time you're done, you'll have a big bowl of salad that you can eat from for a few days. It's a great way to meal prep a light, healthy lunch or prepare side salad for a few suppers in advance. I highly recommend using this method to get more salads in your life. You're way more likely to eat your food and not have it go to waste if you batch prep your food in advance, and this is one way you can do it with salads while also ensuring the salad will stay fresh for several days. I'll probably make another video like this in the future when I'm using other ingredients to make the salad, only to get the point across that this isn't a fixed recipe. This is just a way of using up vegetables before they go bad, and what you add to the salad really doesn't matter so long as the vegetables being added don't have an extremely high moisture content like tomato or cucumber. Mushroom actually does pretty good in a salad prep like this, although you'll probably want that salad gone by the end of day 3. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the content and stick around for more videos about cooking in a home kitchen. Bye for now.